One of the biggest reasons why online fitness coaches are still broke in 2025 is because they're posting the same old boring, I'm looking for 5 people to do X. If you're posting those stories in 2025, you're going to get absolutely crushed and you're going to stay broke. The reason why we've made over $1 million this year for online fitness coaches is because we've got the perfect story plan that blends rapport building with storytelling and lead generation. Most coaches sell the soul and only focus on the lead generation. And in 6 months' time, you're going to have a burnt out audience who knows you're only trying to sell to them. So to fix that, we give all of our clients an Instagram story plan that they can follow that maximizes all of the key areas so that they can do everything they need to do, still show their personality, but still do the main thing, which is focus on making an income. So main thing is just to keep it simple and keep it real, right? Don't overthink your story plan. The goal is just to be creative. If you overthink it, it's not going to be organic. So this means play around with emojis, highlight keywords, have particular colors that you always lean on that resonate with your audience and your brand, and make it feel personal. Because the goal, like I said, is just to make it organic so that the stories connect with your audience. Now today, storytelling is the main thing that sells on Instagram. The reason being is because people want more of a personal connection. There's 10,000 online fitness coaches that someone could choose to follow or be a fan of or buy from. So why should they choose from you? You posting, I'm looking for 5 busy men who want to lose 30 pounds. Bro, 5,000 other fucking fitness coaches have just posted that. Do you really think that that's going to make someone want to fucking click onto your page? Be fucking real. You need to tell stories that resonate with your audience, that build your authority and help you stand out. Whether you're selling coaching, you're selling fitness, or you were just promoting dog toys, the process stays the exact same. You want to start off with the pain of your audience in the beginning of the story sequence. Then you want to show them their dream outcome. This could be your transformation. This could be a client's transformation. And then you want to back it up, obviously, with results or an emotional story or a piece of information or value, because then it feels way more real. So here's some examples, right? This is like a soft CTA that I did on my own Instagram page. So freedom should be the only thing your business gives you. Freedom in finance, location, and time. It allows Rodney to make 2K in 24 hours and allows Travis to make 2K in 24 hours. You know what to do. My DMs are open. So instead of just posting it in one go, I actually post it in stages like this, and I tell a little story with it, and I leverage it with client results, and then I also have a soft CTA at the end. So I'm not even trying to hard sell the audience. This way here is how I promoted a lead magnet. You think you need more leads, and again, I put leads in red. What you really need is the ability to close better, and I put that in green. So you can have days like this. Savannah, 100% close rate, 4 out of 4, and she made 4.2K in one day. Or you've got Rodney, who had a 66% close rate, and he did like 8K this week. And then I just put DM me the word close for my copy and paste framework. I use copy and paste because it sounds super easy. Everyone wants copy and paste. They don't want to have to think. And then I've got some examples from some other people who use different types of storytelling. So, for example, this was Suwei here, who you all should know, went over 3 presentations with the clients, mindset, strategy, and content systems. And then the next story is his personal result of him getting some money deposited into his bank. And then the final story was just him saying, I paid for everything I've ever wanted since I was a teenager, and just telling that emotional story that goes with it and resonates with his audience. And the key thing is showing, not telling. You don't need to tell people that you've got an amazing body. Just show it. You don't need to tell people that, oh, my clients are doing this and that and this and that. You can show it by using a story sequence and showing it within a story. And that way, we're not just pushing our results onto people. We're masking them or hiding them in the midst of a really nice story that resonates with the audience. And here's John Mark. He does it really good as well. So his thing is, he's jacked, he's got nice cars, and he's a businessman. So he posts, the key ingredient in business is momentum, blah, 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 blah. And then he posts the next one, and he's got it in his car. The next one is still in his car. And then the next 2 after that are him in like a podcast studio, looking all businessy, building his authority. So I'm sure you get it by now, like what you need to do. And in terms of the actual 7-day story plan that each client gets, on Monday, we post a free guide call to action that's backed up with client wins, plus a post that shows the routine/discipline on the stories. And the reason why we do this is because as fitness coaches, right, you guys are super dialed in. So whether it's going to be your morning routine, whether it's you in the sauna, whether it's you waking up early or doing your 10K steps, just post something that shows your routine and discipline, just to reinforce that dream outcome that everyone has of being super dialed in, just how you are. On Tuesday, we get all of our clients to post a poll plus a physique/gym/lifting video. Again, the reason why we do that is because you're a fitness influencer. You obviously need to practice what you preach and show people that. So the poll's super good for generating leads, right? So the way that we do the polls is what's your current physique, or how much weight are you trying to lose? 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And then everyone who votes, you or your appointment setter can reach out to those leads and book them in for a call. And you might get 1,000 people who vote on one of your polls. And that's 1,000 leads that you can go and reach out to. Obviously, you need to qualify them first, but who knows how many calls you could book from just one poll. Obviously, your free guide on Monday as well, I should have mentioned this. You should have it hooked in with ManyChat. You don't want to be sending the free guide to every single person who, DMs the word fit, for example, or here, for example, fat burning. You want to be having an automation that just sends it out to everyone. And then you can just reply in an hour's time saying, hey, how did you find the free guide? And then have the conversation from there and then book the call in. But yeah, here's some examples as well of how you can leverage your client results. You can put the screenshots on the screen just like this. You can take screenshots of text saying, I weighed in today at 195, by the way, leaner, meaner, and stronger. Just little client results like that back up the free guide. It makes it way more legit. And again, it's the whole thing of showing, not telling. On Wednesday, we just do a Ask Me Anything /Q&A. So you all know what this is. Now, the reason why this is so good is because you get to talk to the camera and build rapport. But let's say 100 people ask you a question. You might only reply to 5 of them, but the other 95 questions, you can still reach out to that person. So if the question you asked was, what's the biggest struggle you have in fitness? You could do 5 talking to the camera, and then the other 95 people, just send them a DM and start talking to them about their problem, and then you'll end up booking a call with them. Thursday, we get all of our clients to sell themselves as the solution. So this is going to be a personal story. You talking about how when you were younger, you were fat or you were super skinny and everyone used to bully you. And, use the storytelling framework that it resonates with the current struggles, the pain points, and the desired goals and outcomes of your audience. Again, Friday, we've got another poll. Polls are the best way to generate leads, but this time we make sure that our clients do it so it's the only story for the day. So let all of your previous stories expire and only have this one story. If you've never done this before and you've only ever posted one story at a time, this will be your most viewed story. If you post 10 stories, half the people don't make it to the 10th one. But if you just post one, that story is going to get so many views. So when you do the Friday poll, you need to make sure it's the only story that you have up at that time. Saturday, we just do pure lifestyle behind the scenes. Sprinkle in a couple client wins as well, and make sure you talk to the camera. This is to set us up because on Sunday, we do a big Sunday storytelling sequence that has results and a DM keyword. So this could be DM me fit, for example, right? But it's going to come after 4 stories that are jam-packed with client results, storytelling, pain points, desired outcomes, so it doesn't feel as salesy. And it's super important that you don't just post a single story saying, I'm looking for 5 people. You have to tell the story, you have to jam-pack it with results, and you have to do all of the other things in the story plan as well to back it up. And a good framework that you can use for your storytelling stories is the HSS framework. So this is hook, story, tell. Have the first image be something that really catches their eye and is a hook. Then the middle part is telling the story. And then the final part, sell, is when you can then put the call to action in. Most people just sell straight away, and that's why they're flopping. And here's a step-by-step guide that we give all of our clients so that they can make storytelling super easy. Step 1 is to choose your visuals. So pick 1 to 4 images that represent you or your brand. So for me, I use like a lot of beach, ocean, and jungle shots because that's what represents freedom. And in my opinion, everyone, including fitness coaches, want to have freedom. For yourself, you might use gym shots or clips of you in the kitchen or your own transformation and physique in front of the mirror. Step 2 is to pick the story. So once you've got the images, you need to choose what you want to share. So this can be client wins, it could be a lead magnet, or it could be a personal story, or you might be doing a direct CTA. The thing is that you need to frame that thing in a way that connects to the struggles, pain points, and the desired goals and outcomes. So when you're picking your story, you need to think of what's my client and target audience going through right now? What are the pain points that they wake up every day wishing that they didn't have to go through? Is it counting calories? Is it slaving away in the gym? Is it not seeing progress? And what are the desired goals and outcomes that they all have? So is it to have a 6-pack? Is it to take their shirt off at the beach? Is it to make more money? Whatever your client win, lead magnet, or personal story is, it has to relate to these things here. So you can do it how you like as long as it hits home. And then obviously step 3 is to actually just add in the CTA or end it. So whether it's going to be a poll, free guide, the CTA, or you're just going to have a relatable story, obviously at the end, make sure you do have some sort of result. It could even be like this story if you agree, or it could be one of those story sliders, for example, like here, where you just get people to slide if they agree. And then again, you can reach out to all of those people. There's so many ways to generate leads with Instagram. You've got polls, you've got Q&As, you've got the story sliders, you've got it where they can tap the sticker, you've got it where they can like the story. You don't just have to spam, I'm looking for 5 people. And that's why our clients get so many closures through Instagram stories, because they've got such variance and such detail. Now, I can't give you all of the source and all of the examples, because each one of these has like a full length explanation of how to do it with examples. So if you do actually want this step-by-step story plan, go to the description of this video and you can either book a call with my team where we can audit your whole page and tell you exactly what you should be doing to scale your fitness coaching business, or you can click the link below that. You can go directly to my Instagram, DM me saying you're looking for the Instagram story plan, and I will send it all over to you, because each one of these, as you can see, has a full breakdown of exactly what you should do with examples and step-by-steps of how to set them up. So if you want the full in-depth story plan, drop me a message on Instagram and I will give that to you.